Hi, I'm Tina Barseghian, the editor of MindShift, a website that explores the future of learning. I was asked to speak to you today about the game changers in education publishing. Enter the iPad. The iPad was introduced just 18 months ago, and it's profoundly changed everything from the publishing industry to journalism to the tech world. And now it's becoming the focus how it's changing the classroom experience. Publishers and school districts are piloting the iPad programs in schools across the country, and so far, everyone seems to be happy with it. 400 students in California are part of Houghton Mifflin Harcourt's pilot program. They've replaced their algebra books with the publishing company's iPad app, which is also now available for sale to anyone. In San Joaquin Valley, Fresno, San Francisco, Riverside, and Long Beach, teachers say students seem to be more engaged with the lessons. It's too early to say if that's because they're fascinated by a new tech toy or whether it's actually changing their learning process, but the test results are encouraging. In Riverside, 90.5% of students using iPads are testing as proficient or above on benchmark tests, compared with 60% in classes that don't use the iPad. At the same time, Pearson is also piloting a program in Virginia for 7th grade U.S. history and 9th grade world history classes. So what are some of the benefits? One, it's interactive. Kids love the multimedia aspect of the iPad. They love the interactive games, variety in lessons, and this is key, being able to watch instructional videos as many times as they need in order to understand a concept. In the Houghton Mifflin Harcourt app, Bill Nye the Science Guy, known for his engaging teaching ways, introduces new topics, and kids seem to love it. It's multi-purpose. One of the best parts is having everything in one place. If students don't understand a topic they're learning in the book, they'd have to go to their computer, log in, find the right resources, but having it all in there in one place seems to make it much more convenient and saves a lot of time. But it's not a panacea. Jeanette Mitchell, the algebra teacher at the San Francisco school that's piloting the program, said she made one thing very clear to her students from the get-go, that it wasn't going to do everything for them, that they still had to think. It's not giving you the answers, it's helping you get the answers. It's compact. A 300-page textbook is replaced by a 10-inch tall, 1.5-pound sleek tablet that features all the same content, plus interactive tests, writing pad, calculator, hundreds of videos, and obviously access to a world of information. It might even cost less. I mean, obviously for an entire school or district, buying an iPad for every student is a huge capital investment. But in the long term, one iPad can replace all the textbooks for every student. At $70 a book, 6 or 7 books per semester, plus all the supplementary materials, the iPad or a device like it could actually end up saving money. The future of the iPad app is not necessarily just the text. Publishers have to learn to think of the iPad not just as another reading medium. They have to completely rethink the way content is consumed, and they're looking to the pros, the engineers, to show them the way. McGraw-Hill and Pearson have invested in a company called Inkling. This company is building every textbook from the ground up for the iPad to create a more engaging learning experience. So right now, Inkling is partnering with publishers in different ways. 100 undergraduate titles from McGraw-Hill Higher Ed, a comprehensive MBA curriculum from Pearson, a full line of medical textbooks, undergraduate arts and science titles from Pearson, medical education and reference content from McGraw-Hill. So they're really expanding. Now, I don't want this to sound like an iPad ad, but the device seems to be the one that's spearheading the tablet movement. Now, that may very well change next year or even next month, but until then, this is the one to watch. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about are open educational resources. Now, this is another game changer in the publishing world. It's the premise behind the wild popularity of Wikipedia, and it's changing the way educators look at curriculum. The basic idea is this. With the use of free, modifiable information online, students and teachers are creating and customizing their own curriculum. Just some sites to look at. MIT OpenCourseWare, Open Educational Resources, CK12's Flexbooks, CourseSmart, McGraw-Hill, Hippocampus, Flat World Knowledge, Curriki, Schmoop. Now each of these sites has its own attributes. Some are free, some have nominal fees for schools, some are more customizable and adaptable than others. But it's definitely becoming much more commonplace for educators to use. In fact, in Alaska, a school district is using open source software, much like a Wikipedia, for learning standards, curriculum, and student projects. And anyone has access to it. There are a few reasons why the open education movement is gaining momentum. One, it democratizes high-quality education. The idea of making high-quality content available online means that anyone with an internet connection can learn. It allows customization. That means that teachers and learners are able to share and remix the content they want that's right for them, exactly them. Encourages sharing. If an educator's job is to share knowledge and encourage learning, open content removes the barriers that make that possible. And it empowers educators. With access to all kinds of materials, excellent materials available online, educators are not shackled to just one source anymore. They can decide exactly what they want to include. Now these are the big two game-changing trends I've noted. You can read much more about all of these in much greater detail if you go to mindshift.kqed.org. Thanks for your time.